Don't sir me, young man. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Hello. Okay. So, once upon a time there were two little girls who were very, very good. They were good because they were Jehovah's Witness girls. When they grew up, they were no longer any good because they weren't Jehovah's Witnesses, which is the first criteria for being good. To be good, you must A, be a Jehovah's Witness. Earlier this year, when I was speaking to my best friend from when I was a child, the other little girl who was very, very good, but then not so good because it turned out she liked girls, which means even if she was a Jehovah's Witness, she could never really be good. Her name was Sasha. It still is. She hasn't died, although she knows that she will. Who decided that despite the fact that she will never be welcome with all of her baggage on the plane to paradise, because it turned out she liked girls, that now in her late 40s, it's time to commit to being a Jehovah's Witness. So earlier in the year, she called to wish me a happy birthday, but she made sure to premise it with, although I don't celebrate them, happy birthday, my best friend. I don't even know if she knows why she doesn't celebrate birthdays. And I thought, who better to answer that question than Caleb and Sophia? So, should we celebrate birthdays?
Let's do it.
Uh-oh. Houston, we got a scripture. Deuteronomy 18:14, which reads, "For these nations that you are dispossessing used to listen to those practicing magic and divination, but Jehovah your God has not allowed you to do anything like this." This is the scripture that they give children to support why they don't celebrate birthdays. Why don't we celebrate birthdays? Well, divination and sorcery.
Sneaky, sir. Right this way.
So birthdays are bad. This is a little bit like Dr. Phil saying, a square's got four sides.
I don't care how flat you make a pancake, it's got two sides.
And you go, yeah, it does. And so therefore anything that follows, you're still doing this, even though it has nothing to do with what the topic is.
I fear you're underestimating the sneakiness, sir.
Looks like there's one Texas good old boy that missed his calling. Easily could have been the 9th member of the governing body. So that's good to know. We're going to be deceptive from the get-go. Why don't we celebrate birthdays? The answer is spinach is gross. One has nothing to do with the others.
So, Dad, why don't we celebrate our birthday?
Good question. How would you answer that at school?
When a child doesn't know something, they ask a question. Why would you ask them what the answer is to that question if they don't know it? Dad, how do you do algebra? Oh, son, how do you think we do algebra?
How would you answer that at school?
Because Jehovah doesn't like it?
Perfect! That is the go-to answer. Jehovah doesn't like it. So, guess the video is over. And I will. See you next time.
I'm on the television!
Right.
Because Jehovah doesn't like it?
Yes, but why? Do you like presents and treats?
Did he say, do you like raisins and trits?
Do you like presents and treats?
Oh, presents and tricks.
Yes!
But do you want them like this?
Do you like macaroni and cheese? Yes. Do you like it with shit on it? No. Then macaroni and cheese is bad.
Birthday celebrations mix good things with things Jehovah doesn't like.
Alright, so celebrations of birthdays mixed things with things Jehovah doesn't like. It's pretty basic. When somebody you know has a birthday and you like them, bring something nice for that person. Something that they know that they would enjoy. Unless they're foreign, you get them a lot of tea sets. Or a workbench if they're a girl. You sit around and chat. Sometimes the mom likes to tell the birthing story. Or in our family, pass the placenta. And then you have cake, and the cake has candles in it, and it probably also has frosting. Frosting must be evil. I know a good many of people that have gone apeshit over eating birthday cake frosting, and that shit will fuck you up. Then they sing a song to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Let's fornicate and worship Satan, happy birthday to you. Which is how I believe the witnesses think the song goes, but it's really nothing like that. And then you make a wish, and you blow out the candles. Let's see how this equates to sorcery.
Long ago, many people believed in good and evil spirits and were afraid of them.
That's also true today. Jehovah's Witnesses do believe in good and evil spirits and are afraid of them.
They thought presents and treats on their birthday could protect them.
We were taught that there's two reasons that we don't celebrate birthdays. The first reason is that you should never focus on or worship someone else. And apparently if you share cake with someone,
So let's just choose a cake, okay?
and give them a gift, it's a form of worship. And the second reason that I'm sure most of you are more familiar with is that the 2 times birthdays are mentioned in the Bible, somebody was killed.
And like today, they made wishes that only good things would happen to them.
And like today, they made wishes that only good things would happen to them. I guarantee there's some 12 and 13-year-olds out there that wish their parents dead. Maybe good for them, not good for their parents. I guess it's all perspective.
What does the Bible say about birthdays?
It talks about them, but not good ones. There was Pharaoh in Egypt and Herod in Jesus' day. They were proud rulers and had people put to death at their birthday parties.
Yeah, those would be the 2 instances I guess they're still holding on to.
Can you remember if Jesus celebrated his birthday?
No, but I also don't recall Jesus ever taking a shit.
No.
I don't know if he prefers to use a 2-ply or a 1-ply.
No.
So it makes it very hard for me when I'm doing my grocery shopping.
No.
Because I want to make sure I use the right Jesus toilet paper, because if it's not the one that Jesus used, it's probably for sorcerers. Jesus also never drove a car. And from what we know, he's never kissed a girl and liked it. I mean, I hope it's pretty clear. The logic is absolutely flawed. Works on a child? Yes. Does it work on adults as well? It does.
He told us to celebrate the date of his death.
I don't think he said to celebrate the date of his death. I think he said, do this in remembrance of me. If you know the scripture, wherein Jesus said, please celebrate the date of my death, and not just doing this in remembrance of me, I'd love to know where that's at.
Because it gives us the hope of living forever, living forever, living forever. And Jesus taught us to give good things to each other anytime we want.
And logical, yeah. Jesus did good things all the time. Just like I'm sure Mary did good things, Magdalene that is, all the time. But you know what? While they may not have focused on her blowjob skills, they talked about the time she washed his feet and dried it with her hair. Ooh, we need to all do that because it's not happening. I barely have enough hair to dry my own feet. Fuck off. So again, misleading is that it insinuates that people who celebrate birthdays only do good things once a year. Like that's the only time they expect to receive anything that's good. Again, we're going back to Dr. Phil. No matter how flat you make a pancake, it's still got 2 sides. No shit. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
And Jesus taught us to give good things to each other anytime we want. Like today. Good timing.
Hi. Yes.
He could have said it better. Good timing. He's like, dude, you need to hit this shit home. Oh, thank God she... Look at, see how nice we are? We don't have to wait for your birthday. We're loving, kind. I don't know what she's giving him. Could be a casserole. Could be a cake. Caleb's hoping there's a blade inside. I guess that's all we're getting on this. Why do we celebrate birthdays? Birthdays are a huge non-deal for Jehovah's Witnesses. And actually it's worse than that. They're actually pagan. They're considered bad. If you celebrate them, you're not a good person. So I totally understand why my friend Sasha doesn't want to celebrate them, because she is on her path of trying to be good again. I bring this up for more than one reason. Things haven't gone well for her since she decided to start studying again. And this just reminded me so much of the bullshit that is crammed down our throats as children to keep us reeled in. And because those 2 deaths occurred at birthday parties, birthdays are bad. So don't celebrate birthdays, okay? You know, Cedars made a good point when he said, you know, they didn't have dogs as pets in the Bible, so therefore we shouldn't have them now. Dogs are only perceived as bad in the Bible. So, pet dogs. There goes the 11th commandment. And New Light. In my opinion, they do a lot of shiny object, right? So you can ask this question, and they're over here going, tinker, 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 and you're like, shiny, 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 I like it. And then afterwards, they give you cake.
And after we're all gonna have wine and sponge cake.
Which, from what I understand, is what used to happen post-circumcision.
I don't know what you mean.
We shall grasp the foreskins of our penises and we shall cut therefrom the extra flesh. Amen.
Year one can't be wrong.
No, trust me, it's gonna be a very, very sleek look. This is gonna catch on.
I will talk to you guys soon. And until then, I'll see you next time.
I'm on the television.